What's up everyone, Jacqueline here and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'm gonna show you guys my go-to glute routine, what I have used consistently over the last 6 months to grow my glutes to where they are today. Just for reference, 6 months ago, my hip measurements was around 35 to 36 inches and today it's 38 and a half. Crazy. I never thought I could grow my glutes to that and we're only getting started. So if you're serious about growing your glutes, let's get into it. So before we get into the workout, we have to warm up. We don't need to be getting hurt. So what I do for warm up is typically either like a sled or I'll get into treadmill. For today, I'm just gonna stick to treadmill, but it might be a little bit different than what you might think. I'll essentially be starting walking at an incline and then I'll turn around and start walking backwards at an incline. And I'll kind of show you guys how we do it. The speed, I put it around 3 and then the incline is at 6 right now. So I'm just walking, literally just for this. I'm just focusing on really warming up my legs because getting hurt is not fun. This, I would call this more of a dynamic movement. You want to do more dynamic movements before you get into a workout because if you start doing static before your workout, you're not warm. Like, what are you know, if you're stretching a cold muscle, that just leads to injury. Now I reduce the speed to 1.5 and I'm just walking backwards. Now, why are we walking backwards at an incline? This is great warm up, especially for your knees, your legs, everything. Like, I live by the walking backwards at an incline. So you're essentially driving with your feet so you can feel the pull in your knee and just walk slow. It doesn't have to be fast paced at all because the focus is warming up your legs, right? And then once your body starts feeling a little more warmed up, you can up the speed as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this at 2 so I can walk a little bit faster. This dynamic movement is essential for anybody that's like recovering from a knee injury. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm always getting hurt. So my knees are shot from playing sports. And by doing this, it really just helps throughout my workouts. I feel no pain when I work out anymore after doing these every time before I do legs. All right, and now to finish up the warm up, I'm gonna get into some rolling and some dynamic stretching. All right, now we're finally getting to our workout. So the first exercise that we're doing are RDLs. For the first 2 sets of RDLs, I'm gonna do main focus on my hammies because, listen, if you're not growing your hammies, you're not gonna grow your glutes. It's basic science, right? You can lift more with your legs, you can lift more with your glutes. So first RDL is gonna be main focus on hamstrings, and then we'll get into doing a main focus on glutes, and I'll show you the difference. For hamstrings, we're going to keep our feet shoulder width apart and we're going to tuck our chin into our chest because we're not trying to put any tension above our hips. It's all going to be below our hips. Chin to chest, and we're just going to stick our butt out. Oh, I forgot to add. Make sure that your knees are not too bent and they're not stick straight. We don't want to like hyperextend our knee or nothing like that. We want just enough of a bend so you can get a deep range of motion, but not so much to where you're feeling it more in your glutes and not your hamstrings, if that makes sense. So once we have the bar here, chin tucked into chest, and we're going to just stick our butt out as so, and then shoot back up. Make sense? Let's do it. Go down slow, shoot back up. Go down slow, shoot back up. Okay, now that I did 2 sets doing RDLs with the main focus of hamstrings, now I'm gonna do 2 sets focusing more on glutes. So as I said, if you wanna target your glutes more, it's the same process, you're just bending your knees more. So chin to chest, whew, my hair. Chin to chest, knees bent a little bit more, and we're just sticking our butt out. Okay, second workout, we're gonna get into hip thrusts, and I need to find another 45 plate. So we're gonna do some hip thrusts. Yes, I know they make you wanna throw up, they make me wanna throw up too, but they're necessary. We have to grow the glutes. So we're gonna keep our heads stationary, looking straight. And then we'll lift off. I prefer using the Smith machine for hip thrusts. It's just a preference. You don't have to use it, but whenever I'm coming down, I'm almost scooping back. So I want to bring my glutes back to the chair and then kind of curve forward. And now we're gonna do a fire burning round of reps of hip thrusts. So same thing. Head stationary, looking straight. Now we're gonna do 1 full hip thrust, come up, and then 2 pulses. So we do 1, and then 1, 2. And then we do it again. 1 full, 1, 2. And then again, 1, 2. If you don't feel it by now, you're not doing something right. 1, 2. Next workout is leg curls. So for this, I do it a little bit differently. I will do 1 set of just a regular leg curl where I'm just bringing my heels to my butt. And then the next set, I'll get into sitting up more and bending over so I can feel more of a pull in my glute, and I'll just go back and forth with that. All right, last workout. And ladies, I know this one's your favorite too, because it's mine. We are doing abductors, or as I like to call them, bad girls. So for abductors, I like to sit up just a little bit. I don't like to come up like this, and I don't like to lay back all the way. I don't know, just like a preference. I feel like I feel it a lot more when I'm more upright, because what I'm mainly trying to target is more of the outside of my glutes. So it's coming here. And as I do the abductors, once I get kind of closer to failure, then I'll just hold for about 5 to 10 seconds. Hold as long as you can. Okay, good, we're done. That was a workout. That's all I have for you guys today. If you want to see more, go ahead and like and subscribe below. See you in the next one.